Hello everyone and welcome to the Gunpla Network. I'm the Spicer and today's unboxing of 2020's high-grade Cosmic Era Windam comes to you courtesy of those fine folks over at Canadian Gundam. Canadian Gundam is your one-stop shop for all things plamo and Gunpla here in North America. With flat rate shipping to the US and Canada, a vast catalog that's restocked regularly, and a private warehouse option, they're going to have you covered for whatever you're needing. When you're checking out that vast catalog and placing your next order, don't forget to use the promo code Gunpla Network to save yourself 10% off. So, just like the rest of my unboxings have been for a good while now, this is just my perception of the kit going in. You'll see everything that's in the box, but I'm not necessarily going to directly reference it. So, having built some other high-grade Cosmic Era stuff that's a little older than this by a year or two, I generally expect it's going to be really solid. Even going back to the high-grade Cosmic Era Ale Strike, kind of the remaster one, that we reviewed not too long ago, the Infinite Justice, the Strike Freedom, the Destiny, they're all really solid kits, so I expect to see that kind of translate over here. After going through the box, there are a couple things I'm not necessarily concerned about, but I'm a little wary of. Mostly from the backpack. Like, the main body looks fine. It doesn't look like there's a lot to almost any sticker fitting for that, and that's pretty sick. Really, the biggest thing, I think, is going to be the backpack and the stickers. I know there's, like, the missiles, the rocket pods are not going to be color accurate. That's fine. That's something you're going to have to do with paint anyway. I kind of expected that. But the backpack with its big stickers on the end and on the front, I don't think they're going to be terrible, but it is something that, as someone who's not super great at sticker fitting, I'm a little concerned about. There also looks to be some, like, rounded ones, so I'm assuming those go over, like, the turbines or whatever. The jet engines, whatever you want to call them. And those I'm a little concerned about too, not only fitting but staying. But outside of that, I mean, this is something that I'm really excited to see, that I was really excited to see the Cosmic Era line tackle. Like, the dagger was cool. You know, I'd really like us to get more offshoots of that, because there are a variety of other things that are effectively just a dagger, it's recolored or minor changes. Windam, not really the same thing though. There's only like one other distinct version of the Windam, and it's Neo Roanoke's, which I'm pretty sure was a P Bandai kit shortly after this came out. But yeah, just seeing grunt suits tackled in this line and done super well is something I'm really excited to see. Like, I'd really like to see a remastered Jin, a Seagyu, a Gwaze, since it didn't really ever get any love, then a new Zaku Warrior, a Goof Ignited especially. Like, out of the Sea Destiny, like, Xeon redesigns, I think the Goof Ignited is my favorite by far, even with the new Seed Freedom stuff. So I would really just like that, and if we're getting the new Seed Freedom high grades anyway, it makes some sense, but, you know, the time will tell, and, you know, Bandai kind of has to stretch some of the stuff out, so it is what it is. But outside of that, I mean, the accessories look fine. It's pretty standard fare for what you'd expect for a grunt suit. Looks like there's a beam rifle, a shield that's probably not going to be color accurate, the backpack with the missiles and stuff, and then 2 beam sabers. It's pretty standard fare, and I think it looks fine. I like the beam rifle on this. I'm a little concerned it's a little big. Not really sure if it's going to hold super well, but, you know, we'll see. Any of those beam rifles that have the really long barrel type situation going on, it's always like, I don't know if this is going to work very well. But with the articulation, maybe you can bring it across if you need to, even though most of the poses are shown with it one-handed. Yeah, I mean, this is just cool. It does have a little gimmick on the side of the box, if I remember correctly. That you could use striker packs, which is pretty sick. So I'll probably try to change out the ale pack and maybe some other stuff. We'll see. But yeah, that's a neat little gimmick. It would have been nice if the, like, sword and launcher striker packs were more readily available. That would be just really, like, if you're going to make that gimmick, you'd think you'd at least, like, release just a pack of those. If you're going to release weapon packs for, like, IBO and some stuff, I think for the Witch Mercury had, like, an option pack at one point with, like, the thruster backpack for the aerial. You think you would have done this, but maybe that was a little too early for Bandai back in 2020. But, maybe that was on the books and then, the things happened. But yeah, it's just a really cool thing. I'm really excited for this. This is a suit I've looked at for a long time. I was like, oh, one day I want to build that, and then luckily enough it came around. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a solid build. The stickers have me a little worried, but other than that, I'm very optimistic. I think it's gonna look really cool. But let me know in the comments down below. Have you guys built this? Do you like it? Do you have any questions about it that I might be able to answer, or someone in the comments can answer? And then, would you like to see any of the other Zeon grunts, or not Zeon, Zaft grunt suits get a remastered in this kind of style? Anyway, thanks for sticking with me, guys. I really appreciate it. I've been the Spicer here for the Gunpla Network. Do your best to stay safe and keep on building.